Hello there, friends and followers, and welcome to this overview of X-Plane 11.3 Beta 4. In this video, we are going to be taking a look at the new changes that Laminar Research has introduced in this version of X-Plane. The first thing we're going to be taking a look at in this video is the new particle system. As you can see here, the very first effect that we can see is the engine heat emanating from the exhaust. And it really is far more realistic than the previous versions. As you can see, this area, if you can focus your attention here in this area, and as we pan through the camera here, you'll be able to see this more prominently here. As you can see now, this is far more realistic. Now, of course, you can't expect to see this in all the aircraft in X-Plane. This is the default 737, so it is available though for developers to do the same thing with their aircraft. The second thing I want to show you is watch what happens when we put the engine thrust on maximum power. What happens, just point your attention to the back area here and the engines. Alright, here we go, full throttle. Look at that. Really nice. That's the engine condensation, and this is the effect of the thrust on the wet runway behind the aircraft. Very nice indeed. And again, this is part of X-Plane 11.3. Of course, developers, it will be up to developers to incorporate those functions into their aircraft. There we go. Let's put the thrust back on idle. Alright, the next thing I want to show you is this is a wet runway, and it's currently raining here, so I'm not sure if I think we need to change the time here a bit so that you can see this effect. Let me go ahead and turn on the Laminar lights. Alright, right. So the next thing I want to show you is alright, let's release the parking brake and give it some power here. Alright, you can see now the effect here, the water from the tires here. This is again something new, and it's done quite well in this version of X-Plane. I really like that. You can see it here now. Looks very convincing, very realistic, and it actually blows in the direction of the wind. As you can see, it's kind of tilting to the right there. Really nice effect, very well done. Alright, we're ready to go, runway 15, so I'm going to release the parking brake and we'll give it full power. We'll try to keep the aircraft on the center line. You can see now the wing condensation as we lift off. Another thing that you'll notice in the new version of X-Plane is the contrails as we move here, and look at that. Again, very well done by Laminar. And of course, all these features are now available for developers. I've seen some of the aircraft being updated to take advantage of the new features in X-Plane. But this looks really nice. Another visual improvement in this version of X-Plane is the X-Plane clouds. And let's take a look here at the X-Plane clouds from a distance. There you go. As you can see, this is default X-Plane clouds. And by the way, I have removed everything from my custom AutoGen, X-Vision. This is X-Plane default. The only thing that is not default are the sky colors. As you can see here, really nice clouds, different variations. It makes for a very convincing scene here. We are, by the way, at Stewart Airport in British Columbia. The only thing is the sky colors. The sky colors I've retained from the X-Vision immersive preset, but everything else is pretty much X-Plane default in terms of the shaders, the AutoGen, and we'll take a look at the AutoGen. But as you can see, the X-Plane clouds are very, very nice, and this is stock clouds. Again, this is all X-Plane default. Another improvement in the visuals department in this version of X-Plane is the introduction of an enhanced custom AutoGen feature. As you can see, the trees, the vegetation in general, the disbursement of the trees, the textures have been improved. Far better trees, far better variety and displacement. Another thing you'll notice in this version is the introduction of neighborhoods. Here, as you can see, this is, by the way, Fresno, California. You can see now the concept of neighborhoods. This is you know, the grid system, the famous grid system in the U.S. You can see that it is better depicted now in this version of X-Plane. Now I've disabled or removed actually all my custom AutoGen, all the enhancement to the vegetation textures, so that you can get an appreciation for what X-Plane looks like out of the box. Laminar Research has brought some improvements to their ATC system. It is good to know that you know, Laminar Research hasn't completely forgotten about their ATC system. They are making baby steps into improving it, but it is far from being a robust ATC system. It still suffers a lot from, you know, usability and accuracy as well. But I'm going to show you what are the new features that they've introduced, and it's far better than what it used to be, but to me, it's still an incomplete system. So we are going to, we need to turn on the batteries on so that we can use the, okay. So the first one here, we're going to file for a flight plan. Now the nice thing is you are able, in this version of X-Plane, you're able to enter the aircraft identification. So we're just going to leave this as Zulu Bravo 738. We can select the manufacturer. So this is a Boeing, and there we go, Boeing. Aircraft model, we're a 737-800. Airline, it's Alaska. That's the livery I have. Alaska Airlines. Flight number is, again, that's nice because we never used to be able to do this. So 656. We are going to be departing Chicago O'Hare International. And we're just going to put Washington Dulles International, number say 5 flight plan. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to select, you know what, we'll say auto-tune recommended frequencies.
Alaska 656, Chicago O'Hare International, altimeter 2987.
All right, so as you can see, the sounds have been improved. Let's go ahead and read back the transmission.
Chicago O'Hare International, altimeter 2987, Alaska 656.
Okay, so I have to admit that this is way better than what it used to be. So let's go ahead and request clearance.
They changed the entire routing. Advised ready to copy.
Okay, ready to copy. Go ahead, fire. Canada 606.
606 Halifax, ZT4, Old Lava transition. Expect 951 to Antov, Alpha November, Tango, Oscar Victor. Start Ebony, Echo.
Okay, so the squawk code again is the same. So this doesn't change. It's always 4700. All right. So we get an idea of what has changed. We're not going to be doing a flight here. I'll probably save this to another video. And if you guys are interested, I will definitely make a video using the X-Plane 11 ATC. We'll do a full flight. Guys, let me know if that's something that you're interested in. But again, I do appreciate all the changes that they've done in this version. One of the major improvements in this version of X-Plane 11 is the introduction of response curves which apply to your joystick axis. Now this is a significant improvement from previous versions, as it allows you granular control over each axis, and this will eliminate a lot of the problems that we used to have with the variety of hardware equipment that we use. I'm not going to be going into detail into this and how it's used and what effect it does it have, but suffice it to say that this will give us fine control over our hardware. If you guys are interested in a detailed video, please do let me know and I will make one in the near future. Well folks, this brings us to the conclusion of our video today. I hope that this was an insightful and useful overview of X-Plane 11.3. If you have any questions, please do post them in the comments section below. Until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye for now.